Alright, hi people, it's Shakespeare. I'm here to do an unboxing review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection In Space Ecliptor and Astronema set that just came out. Technically, yeah, there was an Astronema that came out with In Space Blue, I believe, and in a 2-pack. Although, if you don't want it, there is an In Space Blue coming out separately from Astronema with the Blue Galaxy Glider, which I'm really surprised that they didn't just release the In Space Rangers with those in there. But yeah, considering it would have been pretty cheap to do overall, because they would have just had to redo the color of the plastic and everything and other paint stuff. But yeah, if they wanted to do the Galaxy Gliders, but yeah, I imagine they'll probably do something in regards to releasing the Galaxy Gliders separately for the In Space Rangers. Maybe they'll release the other Psycho Rangers separately from the big Amazon pack and re-release the red and blue ones with them, but who knows. But yeah, maybe not In Space. I think it was it In Space Blue? Yeah, I think it was In Space. No, wait, no, In Space Blue got released with Psycho Silver. So then who did Astronema come with? Oh, right, she was in a 2-pack with In Space Red. That makes sense. But this is a different Astronema. It's a slightly different mold, and the coloring on her is a bit different as well as a different hairstyle altogether. So yeah, and I'll point that out in a sec because I have the original Astronema just off camera. So yeah, this is the first time I've gotten a release of some of the villains, because I'm not really looking to get some of the villains, but I'm getting the important ones that I did like from the series. I might get Zed and Rita at some point as well. But yeah. So here we go with the box. It's one of the bigger boxes. On the left you got Ecliptor's picture right there. On the right you have Astronema, Power Rangers Lightning Collection logo. So on this side you got the In Space logo, more of Ecliptor's frame. Same thing, but with Astronema right here, as well as being pink on this side and black on this. And then we have the back with both figures being posed together with all the effect parts in place. So, yeah. So, let's take a look at Ecliptor first, because he's the first really new figure in this 2-pack. I think he actually looks pretty good. I don't necessarily know if that's probably screen accurate to like the finale, but I don't know if that's supposed to be there the entire time. And then it looks like some of the paint got done weirdly right there. I don't understand why, but that's just honestly really weird to me. Maybe just a paint defect, who knows. But yeah. So we just take a look at the entire figure, and it honestly does look really good. I like this kind of design with the grid aspect. I think that's a holdover from Mega Ranger. The Sentai In Space is based on. It would make sense if this was like a computer virus or something like that. I haven't seen Mega Ranger, even though I have the DVD for it. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, so let's see the articulation on him. 360 head movements. He can move his head pretty much all around like that, which is nice. His arms do go up in a 90-degree angle, and luckily these shoulder parts do move a bit, which is nice. Elbows, double ball joints, although there is a elbow thing right there. The hands you can move like that, and they also included 2 additional hands that you can just take out and pop right in. His torso can move like this. That's a little weird. So yeah, so then the legs you can just move up like that. Double ball joint for the knees. And then the feet are like that. And luckily, this is a good character to do a mold like this for, so it's not really too bad. So yeah, let me look at the effect parts. Which is just, it's really interesting that they included like 3 different effect parts, or not effect parts, like whatever these are, the lightning effect parts, in these, because this is for, I guess, him, or for it to be around his, like, one of his legs as shown in the picture on the back of the box, as well as standing up and everything, and then this can be around his sword. And then we got his sword right here, which actually looks pretty nice. I gotta say, I like the design overall with it. Then we got his 2 additional hands. One is a fist for his right hand, and the lightning effect hand for his left. So yeah. So then we got the new mold for Astronema. We'll go over her effect parts first because I forgot what order I do these in. The 2 additional hands are fist hands, just like the original. Basically, a lot of this has been carried over from the original figure. The only real difference is her body mold and her hair. Got the effect part right here for her staff, which is actually different from the one from the original version of the figure. Got like this boomerang thing that was in the original figure's thing as well. And we got this as well. So the hands and the boomerang and the staff are basically just reuses of the original molds from the original version of the figure. And here we go with the Astronema figure itself, with the purple hair and everything, just without her upper body armor and everything. Other than that, I believe pretty much everything's the same, but we'll do the direct comparison in a second. She also has a regular necklace, and rather than what was for the armor. So yeah, so for her head, you can't really do much with because of the hair. So yeah, her arms you can move up and down like this. Her elbows are just one ball joint, as is the case with most female figures for this series of figures. The hands move like that, a 360. Torso moves back and forth like this. We got the side right there, which is an almost 90-degree angle. I don't see... Yeah, you can't do it with a Ecliptor. But, yeah, and then the leg you can move like that. And then double ball joint for the knee. And then the feet can move back and forth like this. And then you just break their ankles because of how the joint works. He can kind of break his ankle as well in both directions. So, yeah. So, just to show the differences between the original Astronema and this one, here are the different effect parts, which are, they look mostly the same, just with some minor differences, it looks like. Not necessarily sure. Sorry, that was my phone. Not necessarily sure what to say other than it's just mostly different from what it looks like. So yeah, but it looks like they're based on like the same kind of like feel. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, and we get a good look at the original Astronema figure as well. Just do a head-to-head comparison. It looks like they changed up the head mold a little bit. It's either that or the paint on the plastic is making it look different. She looks like she has a different nose, and her face looks a bit more rounded as opposed to more thin on the original figure. Interesting. Like, I know they've been redoing like helmet sculpts for re-releases of, or for new versions of, like, the Mighty Morphin figures, for example. So I don't really know. Yeah, as you can see, the hair is different because she had, like, several different, like, hair colors and styles throughout in space. So yeah, but as you can see, oh, okay, the necklace was a part of the armor in the original. That makes sense. But on the version with the purple hair, she has no real body armor outside of, like, the tank top metal thing right there. It is seeming to be based on the same mold, though, because you can see that these designs are basically the same, but, like, they're different, I guess, because of the costume. But yeah, but the wrist gauntlets or upper arm or lower arm, I guess, gauntlets are basically the same. However, they're in a more shiny gray or to silver. And the chest piece right here is more of a silver or a metallic instead of just gray. So, yeah. But other than that, even the headband's slightly different. Interesting. So yeah, you're basically getting an almost entirely new figure. Again, like I said, they basically kept the whole, like, original feel of the figure, and they definitely based the new mold on the original for the most part. But they are two separate molds as a result, which is fine. So yeah, so not really much else to say. Links in the description on my shit. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.